Hi guys, Marissa here. Welcome back. This week we're talking about something that's pretty interesting. A lot of times I get questions about what to even put on a blog or how to know if a blog post is good, really. How to know if we are writing in a way that meets our clients' needs. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking all about the difference between pillar and filler content in your blog posts. So stay tuned to learn about evergreen content. Hi guys. Okay, so I get this question a lot. Many of us, even if we're good writers, we are academic writers, or we're writers for colleagues, or we're really great at writing our notes. But it is true that writing for marketing purposes is a little bit different. And I'm talking about blog posts today, but this information works if you're recording videos or podcasts or doing audio, whatever type of content you're putting out for your audience, this concept is the same. So today we're talking about the difference between what is known as pillar content and filler content. And I can't take credit for this terminology. It actually came from somebody who I follow and adore named Mariah Kaz, and she runs the Femtrepreneur. She is really brash and bold and bossy. And she uses lots of curse words. So if that sounds like somebody you want to learn marketing from, go ahead and check out Femtrepreneur. If not, then just stick with me. I kind of temper her down. And I also take the marketing knowledge that she gives for regular entrepreneurs, and I translate it for you guys so it makes sense for a therapy practice. So when Mariah talks about pillar versus filler content, she's talking about the type of content that you put on your site that's going to stand the test of time. So when we think about pillar content, think just exactly like that. Like I always picture like the Parthenon or some kind of Greek architecture, because a pillar is what we're talking about here. Pillar is something that stands the test of time. It's strong. It carries weight. It's the backbone. Okay, so pillar content is the backbone of your content, and filler content is kind of the fluffy stuff. Things that might be timely, or things that might be fun and light, but aren't necessarily the backbone of your brand and the backbone of your message that you're getting out to your clients. So I'd like to go ahead and talk about the differences between these two a little bit and explore them, and then I'll give you some examples of the type of pillar content that you want to have on your website. So pillar content, we already talked about it. It's strong, right? Pillar content educates your clients, okay? It's something that has value, and it adds value to your clients' lives, okay? It solves problems for your clients. So these are the types of posts that somebody might print out. Like maybe you write a post, or you do an audio or a video about a grounding exercise. And so it's educational. It teaches your client about grounding, but it also gives them something like an action step or a solution, something to try and do. So maybe they print it out, or they download the audio to their computer, and when they're struggling, they listen to it, or they go back and they reread it. So that is something that it solves the problem. Okay. Pillar content also keeps you in the minds of your clients. So this is really important of what we become known for. Like if somebody was going to refer you out, or send you a referral, I mean, who would they be referring to? What are you known for? And a great way to do this is to make sure that all of the content on your website, all of your blog posts, all of your podcasts, whatever, speak to these topics. And you become known for them, and you become the expert in them. That way, the client, when they land on your site, they're going from one blog post, and then down at the bottom, they see a related blog post on a similar complementary topic. They continue to read it, and they really start to trust you and see you as the expert in these areas. That's one of the things that pillar content does. Okay, and the other big thing is that pillar content acts as a converting mechanism. These are the types of posts that stand out in your clients' minds, that they remember you for, they add so much value, and they also have a call to action. And every call to action should always be to schedule a session with you, or to find out more about you, or how you guys can work together, how you can help. So another big thing about pillar content is it's what is called evergreen. So evergreen is just like it sounds, like an evergreen tree, right? It never goes brown, it never shrivels up, it never falls off, it never dies. It's evergreen, it's relevant regardless. An evergreen post could have been written in 2013 and it's still bringing you traffic to your site, and clients are still talking about it today in 2018. And the same is true. You can go right after you watch this video and go write an evergreen pillar blog post, and it could bring you a client in 2020 or 2021. And what that means is it is always relevant. It's always knowledgeable. These are the types of posts that are like the ultimate guide to finding the right therapist. 10 questions to ask when looking for a new therapist. These are things that don't change. And sure, like maybe they need to be updated. Like say you're writing today in 2018, you are a DBT therapist, and you're saying, you're writing a post of the ultimate guide to DBT therapy, right? And so you write it and it's really knowledgeable and it provides tons and tons and tons of value. And the clients really start to see, yeah, okay, DBT might really help solve my issues. And you write that. It doesn't matter if they're reading it now or if they're reading it 5 years from now, it's still relevant. The only caveat to that is sometimes these posts can be updated. So say in 2018, you write the ultimate guide to DBT, and then in 2020, they do a big longitudinal study, or the results come out and they've proven X, Y, and Z. Then you can go back to your post, add a little asterisk and say, based on the most recent knowledge, DBT now does this, this, and this, and this, and this. So these posts can continue to be updated, but they're never going to actually go out of style, or they're never actually not going to be helpful. Okay, so conversely to this, a filler post is something like to do with an election, or something to do with maybe the holidays. Like they're really, or just a current event, right? Think of it that way, like you're writing about a current event. They really have a very short lifespan, okay? But we'll talk about when filler content can be really useful for you in a moment, because there's certain times you want to use a filler strategy. Ultimately, the vast majority, 80–90% of your content, you want to be this pillar content. Okay, so like I mentioned, filler content has a place. And I'm going to give you a few examples of when you would want to use a filler post. For example, say you just brought on a new clinician, or say you just remodeled the office and you're having an open house. You can write a blog post about that, push it out to your community. And so you can say, off the top of my head, the benefits of having a water cooler in your waiting room. I don't know, I'm making stuff up, but you know what I'm saying. And then the call to action could be, come visit our new location during our open house. These types of posts are really timely. They're only about one kind of occurrence. Maybe you're offering a new workshop in town, or you're speaking at a conference in town. Those are, you can write that's not the right words. You can write blog posts surrounding those timely topics. And what's great about them is they can inject and infuse a bunch of traffic to your site. If there's a big conference in your town and lots of people are Googling for information about it, and you have a blog post about it, then that will be a big injection of traffic for you for that topic and for that time. The same thing is if you're writing about a current event that's really, it's really buzzworthy, people are searching for it, people want to know more about it. That can be a short-term injection of traffic to your website. The issue is we don't want this to be your main strategy, because then again, you're not getting known for anything. You're not becoming recognizable for anything. You're not providing tips and solutions. You're not becoming that known, loved, and trusted therapist. So having a blend of these two types of content on your site can be really powerful. 80 to 90% of this pillar content that accomplishes all of these things for you, as well as a few sprinklings of filler content that grabs the attention and just gets you more visible for a short period of time, can really be a great strategy to get you on the minds of your ideal clients. So if you're wondering a little bit more about pillar content versus filler content, blogging versus content marketing, what does this all mean? I've taken care of you, and I've given you guys a little infographic, just a quick little image that you can look at and kind of understand the differences between. If you want to grab that, just click the button below, sign up, it's free. You can download it right away, and it kind of gives you a visual of some of these things that you want to be making sure of when you're writing pillar content marketing content versus a filler blog post. I hope this has been enlightening and educational. If you ever have questions, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you see if you're writing some pillar content or if you need to bump up your filler stuff a little bit more. Thanks, guys, so much.